It's y'all big brother, big Nina boy, man. Go check out my new channel, Nina Boy Hood Reaction. We thumbing on that shit though.
And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. Gang, what's the big old deal? We back at it. So look, man, hey, as the flames start to blow up, man, it's getting hot out there, man. So listen, right now, we dealing with some cold situations. Let's go back to 1996, 97, bro. Tupac have been dead for over 20-some years now at this point, right? Nobody never found the shooter. Biggie have been dead for over 20-some years, right? Now they want to blame old boy from Compton who killed Biggie. We still ain't found the shooter, right? Everything is starting to double back. And hey, listen, let me tell y'all something about society, something about life. Hey, man, you gonna have to pay your debt. And whatever you make off the streets, off this blacktop, you get rich and famous, you'll get that. Somebody gonna come and collect that debt. Nothing is free in America. and I don't care how you cut it, because when we look at this, everybody's like, who would have ever imagined Diddy being arrested? Not only for Cassidy and all of these trafficking charges, but now they throwing that hook out there, willing that bait back in, because now they got Diddy for this murder. Suge Knight is going on a hiatus, telling everybody that Diddy had Tupac killed. Now, y'all got to be clear. Understand this. Suge Knight, hold on. I'm going to tell y'all right now. This is a whole play. Suge Knight, they gave Suge Knight 28 years, right? Now, this is all alleged at this point, but don't get it twisted, homie. Suge Knight is going to definitely throw all of this on Diddy. You know why? Because they want Diddy. Suge Knight had lost all his money, millions of dollars. Suge Knight do not have the money that he has. He's irrelevant at this point, right? Hold on, let me show y'all something. Marion Knight, he's eligible for parole. What that say? 2034. So he got action. 2034 is in 9 years. They know that they need to seal this deal with Tupac's case. They spent thousands and thousands of dollars. Now they got Diddy. Diddy didn't want to play ball. Diddy did not want to play ball. Everybody turned against Diddy. When y'all looking at the playing field, it is definitely looking at it like everybody bullying Diddy. Now, that ain't even the case. You got to realize that they're going to pin Tupac's murder on, they go put Diddy on Tupac's murder. Keefe D been sitting in prison, in the county jail out here in Vegas this whole time. Y'all got to realize everybody died that had anything to do with Tupac's murder. Everybody died. And at this point, everybody is in jail. Catch this game, nigga. Everybody is in jail. The ones that stayed alive is in jail. Suge Knight in jail. Keefe D in jail. Diddy in jail. Not even that, everybody died, gang. Yaki Gaddafi, which was Tupac's best friend, who said he seen the shooter, and that nigga got killed out there in Jersey. Somebody put a hit out on him. They about to double back and put that on him too. Look, Diddy tried to get everybody gone. That was the only way he can clear his name from anything. See, Diddy had the money, he had the power, he had the resources. So right now, Diddy's probably sitting in a 6x9 cell, homie, sitting back. He ain't no, we can't stop this, no Harlem World and none of that. He's sitting in a cell like R. Kelly with a suit on. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no licking your, that little weak ass, Playboy, New York, ain't none of that going down right now. Right now, everybody, it's a money grab. Anybody, look, Keefe D is definitely finna put it on Diddy, because he never got that $1 million that he gave to Zip. Von Zip. If y'all know who Von Zip Martin is, that was Biggie's peoples. That's the reason why he got tied in with Diddy. Everybody is finna throw this shit on Diddy. Diddy is not looking good right now, man. It's bad. It's sad because a lot of people finna get up on that boy head and they finna railroad that dude. He's not getting out of jail. We just seen his mama, Miss Combs go to the court. They're like, their son is a, you know what I'm saying, a chomo or whatever you call them dudes, paddle or all that. It is going down. So with that being said, we got Suge Knight claiming that that Diddy had Tupac killed. My job, Marion Knight, Suge Knight, he's up for parole in 2034. So if y'all can't see this play, ooh, you niggas ain't street smart because he's definitely finna bust a power move. All these dudes are about to start singing like Jodeci. Keefe D, 60 years old. Let me see how old is Suge Knight. Y'all gotta realize Suge Knight is 59 years old. He don't care about no gang politics. He don't care about what it stands for. You're 60, sir. Dialysis, high blood pressure, dementia, all that. When you get 60, nigga, everybody that you knew back in the 90s and the 80s is damn near dead. So make no doubt about it. Don't think that these niggas is going to die behind the code. Definitely they're going to snitch. I'm telling you this right now. So let's jump into this reaction, man. Hey, y'all strap on y'all gangster boots, man. It's time to go to war because it's a long rabbit hole and we finna go down that motherfucker. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go.
With the FBI and of his career, he's probably going through a lot of shit right now.
Your parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun.
Tupac. Yeah. But at the same time, Big Puffy can give him a star, and every rat in the world said he didn't want to kill Tupac. Yeah. Or had him shot.
If found guilty, Sean Combs, alias Puff Daddy, might face 15 years to life in prison. Several celebrities have tried to distance themselves from him, but what Diddy should be worried about is what awaits him on the inside. It is alleged that Suge Knight, who is known as the most feared person in the industry, recently spoke out on Diddy's arrest. According to word on the street, Suge might have sent a message to Diddy, warning him that he does not have much time left. The warning, which turned into a threat.
My name is Tyler Bennett.
And my name is Marvin Furrow. We are the founders of SMP Inc. here in Las Vegas.
When Diddy's house was raided on March 25, 2024, Suge spoke out. He started off in a friendly tone. Suge tried to show his concern for Diddy's kids, who were witnessing their father's fall. As Suge progressed with his message, he made some stunning warnings to Diddy. At that time, Puff was not yet arrested. However,
now let me tell y'all something. This is a cold case of just greed, gang. Look, let me tell y'all why. You got to look at how Diddy started. Hey, let me give y'all some real game, man. How you start is how you finish. That go with anything you deal with. In a relationship, anything. How you start is how you finish. If you come in any situation and you start off with that bullshit, that's how you go end it. That's why I tell you, homie, don't let nobody trick you off the streets. The money. Let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all some game, man. Bees don't waste time explaining themselves to flies. You see what I'm saying? Why honey is better than shit, if that makes sense. Bees don't waste their time explaining to flies why honey is better than shit. You know, bees stick to honey. Flies stick to shit. Y'all gotta catch this game, homie. Diddy, he was groomed to be who he was. Let me make sure all eyes on me, like Tupac said, man. Hey, listen. Y'all know that slogan, hurt people, right? Something had to happen to Diddy because not only was he fortunate enough to gather, you know, a record label that made him multi-millions, but a lot of people died for Diddy to allegedly get rich. Diddy was not a rapper. He was, of course he's a rapper, but he's a mega producer. You know what I'm saying? A CEO of a record label, right? A&R. He wear a lot of hats. But Diddy was one of them ones that if he seen talent, he was gonna grab you up, bring out the bells and whistles just to wheel you in. And once he got you in the contract, that's when the boogeyman come out. It's just like when you first start talking to somebody, you on the phone with them for hours, y'all lusting, you can't wait to hear each other. I don't even do all of that shit. I ain't even with all that shit. I'm so real with life. I don't believe in all that fairy tale shit. I'll tell you off the backboard what the infrastructure is. Diddy is somebody who likes to manipulate. This is what it's called a narcissist, right? Diddy's looking at how everybody portrayed him. Right now, Diddy is sitting in that cell like he don't got no friends. Nobody want no association with him. That's how the game go. It's just like when you in gang culture. When you on that block, you thugging, you jump up, nigga, you catch an enemy sliding down your block, you jump out, bow, 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 you give it to him, and niggas bragging, you get away with it and all that shit. You pull up in the hood in a new Range Rover, you throwing $100 bills out the car, and people scrambling, that nigga getting money, he with the business, oh, he a squabble. But as soon as you get into some shit, homie, let me tell you something. You on your own. When you go to jail, it ain't no looking over your shoulder, homie. It ain't no, hey, what's up, y'all good back there, cuz? It ain't none of that. When you go to jail, you are on your own. Nobody's going to hold your hand when you're doing that time. Look who's at court with him. Only people who came to court for Diddy is his mother and his children. Nobody else showed up for Diddy besides his lawyers. Why is that? Diddy threw the biggest parties of centuries. You got, nigga, in the 90s, everybody, name another black entrepreneur, rap mogul who threw parties like Diddy. You can't name one, homie. You can't name one. Diddy was the biggest one who threw nigga. We heard about Diddy throwing parties in the Hamptons. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's never been done. It was unprecedented. So when we look at what Diddy accomplished, billionaire, the biggest parties that was thrown by a black man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did a lot of foul stuff between those walls, allegedly. We don't know that. And right now, I'm pretty sure it's a gag order on anybody that's, look, Diddy is smart. Diddy is not finna go down like that. Everybody don't want no association with Diddy because they know he's gonna put out them gag orders. You see what I'm saying? And best believe that he got those footage. And whatever footage that they didn't catch that Diddy got, he's gonna use that to keep everybody in line. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you before I press play. You can't be friends with fake people. And Diddy seen that. You can't be friends with fake people. What up with my nigga Solo in the building? I see you, gang. Shout out to my nigga Solo, man. You can't be friends with fake people, homie. You got to realize Diddy knew by him throwing them parties, he was going to attract a lot of flies. That's why I told y'all, bees don't waste time explaining to flies why honey is better than shit. So with that being said, man, pay attention to this game because Diddy, I'm going to show y'all how Diddy got caught up and why he don't got nobody on his side. Let's go.
Following his recent arrest, people speculate that Suge's words are coming to life. In addition to that, it is alleged that Suge might have warned Diddy that he does not have much time to live. Let me take you to the 1990s, when hip-hop was the culture of most black men in the United States. Everybody loved the genre, and to be honest, the rappers back then were highly skilled. It was also during that time that hip-hop beefs were rampant. The 90s saw the deaths of many hip-hop legends such as Tupac Shakur, alias Machiavelli, and Christopher George Wallace, aka Notorious B.I.G. But what do all these have to do with Diddy and Suge Knight? Let's dive in. Diddy's relationship with Suge was perfect from the beginning. They were not close, but there was no bad blood between them. In the 90s, no one wanted to mess with Suge, and Diddy knew better than to try anything stupid. But in September 1995, something happened that made Suge's relationship with Diddy go south. At that time, Suge's friend, Big Jake, approached Diddy's friend, Wolf, a well-known shooter from the Bronx. Big Jake questioned Wolf on why he was spending time with Diddy, which led to a heated argument between the two. As a result, Wolf shot Jake, killing him on the spot. Suge Knight was so devastated by his friend's death that he went straight to Puff and told him that he was the one to blame. From that time on, Suge and Diddy became enemies. Diddy got himself on the wrong side of the game, as no one wanted to be enemies with Suge.
So what that tell you, man? So this whole time, a lot of y'all been thinking that this beef started between Tupac and Big. It didn't go down like that. Let me give y'all some real game, homie. The truth is, sometimes the one that you would take a bullet for be the one that's standing behind the gun. Nah. Catch this game, homie. Sometimes the one that you would take a bullet for be the one standing behind the gun. The closest nigga to you will do you, homie. Sometimes you got a real. That's why I say betrayal comes from the people that you know. It ain't even. Hey, listen, catch this game, though, nigga. I'm so strategic with this game. Make no doubt about it. You gotta have you gotta have some type of ally, some type of infrastructure around people. By the time you reach the age of 25, you need to start separating yourself from people, because people will let you down. You don't give nobody 1,000% of your trust. You see what I'm saying? And this is how. Look how many gangsters, some real people. All the real ones died. All the real people died. Why is that? It's not that they're better than anybody. The ones that their spirits, their heart, that you can see it, they the ones that die. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell anybody, keep your heart cold. Don't let nobody get close to you, because the closest people to you will do you and act like they never knew you. That's why I tell you, look, the truth is sometimes the ones you would take a bullet for be the same person that's behind the gun about to rob you. Look how Rico did Money Mention Paid in Full. He's like, yeah, look, this that 300,000 right here, Rico. We got to get this to get my little brother back. He looking like, you got 300,000? He was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bow, downed him. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. Nigga, greed. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes, nigga, when you go to a funeral, you better always assume the killer is in the room. I'm telling you this. Make no doubt about it, homie. Sometimes the killer is in the room. Stop thinking that most of the time, nigga, it's never really your enemy that's gonna creep up on you and unplug you, knock the batteries out your controller. It's the niggas that you know. Think about it. If you want to look at some stats and statistics, you fight your own homies more than you fight your enemies. Let's be clear. How often do hoods run into their enemies? You fight your own homies more than your enemies. Knocking teeth out, black eyes, broken ribs, and sometimes shootouts. You fight your own homies more than you fight your enemies. Sometimes, nigga, it be you might have killed more of your own homies than your enemies than killed you. This is just the reality of the game, homie. Make no doubt about it. This game, homie, let me tell you something. Fear will get you killed. And regret is worse than fear. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's get it. Niggas better catch this game, homie, because I done survived a lot of wars. I done survived a lot of shit that a lot of you niggas don't even know what it looked like. I'm talking about, nigga, I done survived some shit, nigga, right in front of my face, nigga, shootouts, drive-bys, a nigga I seen finna snake everybody, and I caught it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't be fucking with a lot of people, bro, because I know I done seen a snake in front of my face, nigga. Hey, look, do you believe in magic? I done seen my dog turn into a frog. Listen, hey, I done seen my dog turn into a frog. You niggas better believe in magic, homie, because it's a lot of suckers out here that you running with that ain't even really solid like that. They ain't been battle tested. You ain't battle test that nigga, so you don't even, yeah, you might have had a squeal. Y'all jumped somebody in the parking lot. That don't mean that he's solid. Catch this game, though. Let's go.
A year later, on September 7th, 1996, Tupac Shakur was attending the Bruce Seldon versus Mike Tyson boxing match with Knight at the MGM Grand. CCTV surveillance footage showed Tupac and Suge leaving the arena in a black BMW 750 IL sedan. Some minutes later, they were stopped by the police for loud music, and their BMW lacked license plates. After the police realized the plates were in the trunk, Suge and Tupac were released. 15 minutes later, while they were at a stoplight, a white Cadillac pulled up, and someone from the car opened fire. Tupac was shot 4 times, once in the thigh, another in the arm, and twice in the chest. It was reported that one bullet entered Tupac's right lung. The hip-hop legend died on September 13, 1996, at the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada in the ICU, as he was undergoing treatment for gunshot wounds. Following Pac's death, there were numerous allegations that Diddy had something to do with it. According to the rumors, it was alleged that Puff called the shot on Tupac and paid someone to take him down. Although not proven, many people still believe that Diddy was the one who ordered Tupac's death.
If you're a social media manager like me, HoneyBook has tools that make getting paid so much easier.
In a 2013 video posted on TMZ, Suge opened up about his thoughts on Tupac's death. In the video, Suge recalls the night the icon was shot. He later talks about Diddy being aware of something concerning Pac's death. The footage comes to an end, and Suge jokes about Tupac still being alive. Fast forward to 2024, and the stories of the events in the 90s have resurfaced again. After Suge sent a warning message to Diddy, alerting him that he is in trouble, people have started connecting the dots of the puzzle. Some speculate that Suge was referring to the kind of trouble Diddy would face if he ended up in prison. According to word on the street, Suge still blames Diddy for the death of Big Jake, and he might get the chance to avenge his friend's death. Given that Diddy has been linked to Tupac's death for so long, other rumors suggest that several people are waiting for him on the inside. It is not proven whether these rumors are true, but according to word on the street, several inmates look forward to ending Puff. Detective Greg Kading, who used to work for the Los Angeles Police Department, wrote a book titled Murder Rap. In that book, the former detective explains how Diddy paid $1 million for Tupac to be murdered. Although his story did not lead to any conviction due to insufficient evidence, it might contain some truth. This is because the story is based on interviews conducted with various people who were believed to know something about the tragic death of Tupac. But this is where it all gets juicy. The story by Greg Kading alleges that Diddy paid $1 million to a Crips gang member, Duane Keefe D. According to Greg's story, Duane...
Hey, see, this is why we about to get into this shit, though, homie. Hey, catch it, though. If y'all don't understand everything of our existence, of what we seen, y'all remember growing up in the 90s when we had to order music videos from what? The box. Y'all remember when y'all call that number and y'all had to order music video? That was, come on, homie. That's why I'm saying, look, they finna wipe everything of what we've known, like this new Gen X generation and shit, the skinny jeans, the fanny packs, the purses. They have no idea what it was like growing up in the 90s. And I'm not trying to, disconnect anybody that, that seen it or didn't see it. What I'm saying is this. Everybody that got rich in the 90s and the 80s, that's alumni, they're going down. Anybody that had any shady business that didn't follow the masses lead, let me tell you something, homie. I'm not no superhero, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not the nigga that's gonna get out here and save the world. None of that. I'm about me and mine, because I realize what society comes with. You better recognize and understand that it's everybody for themselves. All of this kumbaya, holding hands and kicking cans, that's out. And I don't believe in staying friends with the people I always got, because sometimes a stranger will be way more solid to you than your own people. And your own people is the ones that make you try to feel like you got to look out for them. You got to stay down for them because they was with you when you didn't have nothing. Oh, I know the nigga Von Trail, little booger in the nose, Von Trail. Nah, fuck all of that shit. Start picking the people who pick you. Start picking the people who pick you. Stop letting the motherfucker tell you like, damn, bitch, why you always got that same eyebrows on? Change your eyebrows or shave your pussy hair. You got a fur burger down there. Get rid of that motherfucker. Start fucking with somebody that's gonna tell you like dye that motherfucking pussy hair, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a little design, put my name on that little, cause back in the 90s and shit, nigga didn't like all that little baby pussy and shit. Nigga like a little fur burger on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Some of these hoes would be braiding their pussy hair in the bed. I'm lying. I'm lying like a mother. I ain't never knew nobody who braided no vagina hair in my life. But at the same time, it was cool to have a little hair down there. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It made the little monkey fatter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went, well, I shaved mine. That's because you fucking too many niggas and y'all catching all them keyways in your hair. That's what I don't care what it say, man. Hey man, when a nigga get in them 40s, man, a nigga want some of that real shit. Man, nigga don't want all that little. I don't want to see no goosebumps. All y'all be shaving down there and shit. It's 1,000 bumps from you shaving 1,000,000 times. That shit grow out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A real nigga go fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, give me somebody with some tiger stripes on their stomach. I want some tiger. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? I fight lions and tigers too, bitch. I knock that motherfucker down. Now, let's get back. So y'all niggas ain't ready for Nina Boy, baby. Nah, fuck around. Y'all ain't ready for that shit, man. Let's get back to this reaction. Let's go.
Duane was ordered by Diddy not just to kill Tupac, but also to take out Suge. This explains why Diddy is very scared of being locked up. The Watch. Sean Combs, alias P. Diddy, is behind bars in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Although he is being treated the same as any other inmate, he is currently under surveillance as the authorities fear that he might do something dangerous. The 54-year-old rapper was arrested on September 16th, and he was presented to court the following day for countless counts of sex trafficking. Having been denied bail twice, he will have to spend time behind bars until his trial. Diddy has been involved in many negative things in the past, and according to the authorities, he poses a threat to both himself and the people around him. As a result, safety precautions have been taken to ensure that he does not harm himself, or worse, unalive himself. According to his representatives, keeping watch on him is not enough. Diddy's lawyers said that the detention center he is being held in is unfit for pre-trial detention.
Oh, yeah. Make no doubt about it. I definitely believe Diddy is definitely going to the thoughts in his mind to unalive himself. It will be normal at this point. Why would it be normal? It will be normal because you got to look at all of these women from the 90s. Diddy was blessed to be fortunate enough to have so much money. He was a millionaire. Diddy was a millionaire before he was the age 25. I'm pretty sure he was a millionaire. You know how many young little dames you heard what a nigga said, dame, you know what I'm saying? Them dames coming over there. Nigga had money. He used his money as a weapon. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if nigga he got a pie and smished it in a bit face. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, homie. Some of them women just want to get their little freak on and shit, and that nigga went to the extremes with that shit, bro. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say nothing that's gonna jeopardize his integrity, but at the same time, man, look, the whole world is. My thing is this. All right, so my perspective on Diddy and all these allegations. Would y'all would have been rocking with most of them women would have not been rocking with Diddy if he was some broke dude that didn't have no money. So that tells me what? They had a motive. They had an angle just as well as Diddy. See, the problem is it's always one-sided. Everybody acting like Diddy was out here just playing innocent women. Nah, them women was playing him because they seen an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm finna go put this red snapper on that nigga Diddy. I'm about to, some women like, you know how women is and shit. Sometimes they be like, I'm finna go put this pussy on this nigga. I'm finna get this nigga sprung and I'm finna be the love of this nigga life. That be the motive. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like, Man, look, man, look, man. You gotta realize, man, everybody playing everybody. And I'll tell you like this, and this is the realest game I can give you, right? And we're gonna get back to it. If you can't be used, you're useless. That goes on both sides. That goes on both sides because the spectrum is always going to be unfair. If you can't be used, you're useless. You see what I'm saying? Like, shit, if I'm supposed to die for you, and if niggas about to come and kill everybody in the car and shit, and I got to sacrifice my God, good, precious life, and I didn't know you my whole life, bitch, your pussy better shoot fireworks. It better be all of that. If I'm going to die for you, you better be submissive. You better brush your teeth. I want to brush my teeth with my bitch, so I know we got fresh teeth. I want to go to the gym with my bitch. I want to read books in the bed and smoke a blunt and drink some Hennessy with my bitch. I don't want no bitch talking about I brush my teeth in the morning. No, I brush my teeth so many times a day. I expect you to do the same thing. And that's just the realest how I get. But Diddy is going through a life crisis right now. Nobody never expected Diddy was considered a billionaire. We got one of the, you know how monumental that is, how legendary that is? Diddy was a billionaire. Kanye was a billionaire. Look at these African-American alumni who was up here, came down here. That tells you what? You didn't get to the top just based off your talent. You got the Cardi B's, the Sexy Reds. That's not talent. It's not talent. I'm going to keep it honest with you. It's not talent. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, you know what discipline is to me? Is doing something that you don't want to do every day. When you have discipline, it can get you to the top. So I tell anybody that do YouTube, you a singer, you an actor, or OnlyFans model, have discipline. If you got discipline and do it every day when everybody else is just taking vacations, I promise you will surpass them because it ain't about talent in 2024, man. Let's go.
Although his representatives have been seen as trying to force his bail to go through, the Metropolitan Detention Center is very dangerous. But what did Diddy do that the judge won't grant him bail? To understand this, we need to take a look at events that happened in March, where it all started. On March 25, 2024, Homeland Security agents raided Diddy's Holmby Hills and Miami properties.
Monday.com has transformed our company. It's how our teams who run the Orca collaborated.
Footage from the raid at Diddy's home in Miami showed his sons being violently pinned against the wall by Homeland Security officers. During the raid, Sean Combs, alias Puff Daddy, was not around. The property was surrounded by militarized police vehicles and drones. A week after the Homeland Security agents raided Diddy's home, Nisa Hilton, the mother of Diddy's two sons, shared a video of the raid online. In the footage, Justin and Christian Combs were seen marching through the mansion at gunpoint. Expressing her anger over the situation, Nisa Hilton took to social media, where she wrote, "The force used against my sons Justin and Christian is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would not have been handled with the same aggression. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times have we seen young, unarmed black men not make it out of these types of situations alive?" She also emphasized racial disparity by stating, "The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. We will fight for justice utilizing every imaginable resource." Though Justin and Christian Combs were briefly detained, the boys were not charged with any crimes following the raids. The brothers endured all these things as their father was not around. According to rumors on the streets, people think that Diddy should have been home to answer for his troubles. This would have saved his sons the trouble of going through all that embarrassment. Fast forward to September 16, 2024. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in a Manhattan hotel after a grand jury indictment. According to his lawyer, Diddy cooperated with the authorities. His lawyer added that his client is an innocent man.
So, Diddy, your ass is grass, Jack. It's ugly for him. Hey, look, man, let me tell y'all something, homie. Be careful what you ask for because you just might get it, gang. Be careful. Make no doubt about it. You know, a lot of people want, you know, all of these materialistic things. Be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. And when you get it and you have it for so long, people got this idea that that's the way life is. That's like asking you, who can remember the first time they started having sex? You know what I'm saying? I can't remember that shit. Matter of fact, I don't even remember the first person I ever slept with. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I know a lot of y'all can't remember either. Yeah, it was nah, you don't shut the fuck. Y'all don't remember. You don't remember. That was damn near 40-some, 30-some years ago. You don't remember. If you remember, then you really, I don't know. But Diddy is sitting up behind them walls, man. And to be honest with you, he feel privileged. You gotta realize Diddy sacrificed a lot of people's lives. Look at Sean. Remember he was from Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? That man went to jail for Diddy. Look at J-Lo. J-Lo was there when that shooting happened in the club. Everybody sacrificed their life for who? Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs never paid anybody for sacrificing their lives. He felt like he was privileged. He felt like he was God. He felt untouchable. All of this stems from him disrespecting the masses because he felt like his name and his brand was worth way more. So what they're saying allegedly is that Diddy didn't want his tequila company to be considered as an urban liquor, like malt liquor, like Old English and Steger's Gin and Brandy and E&J. He didn't want his brand to be considered that when he felt like he was a global mogul. You see what I'm saying? He felt like he was so big that you can't use his liquor and bust it down to like an urban community type of liquor. They seen what he did with Ciroc. Ciroc went from owing $40 million, and when Diddy got on Ciroc and partnered with Ciroc, he made them $400 million. They was in debt, $40 million, $44 million to be exact. When he got with him, he turned it into $400 million. That boosted his ego. That made him feel like he was bigger than, better than any other connoisseur that deals with liquor. That's how Diddy persona was. He felt like because his record was impeccable, his status was so high that you couldn't get at him any type of way. Diddy pissing shit like everybody else. When that nigga go eat some chili cheese fries and go to the bathroom and shit, I bet you he telling this, hey, baby girl, don't come in this bathroom, man. Hey, I'm just having chili cheese fries. Don't come up in here. God be the glory. It's not gonna smell pretty. It's not. And I go for anybody in the motherfucking chat. We know if any last one of y'all niggas eat some chili cheese fries, that go for the women included. You come up in that, and nigga come in that bathroom after you had a long day eating them chili cheese fries, it's gonna be ugly. Some of y'all niggas, don't let it be that loose chili. You know what I'm saying? That loose chili slide out your ass like water. Man, y'all niggas know. Everybody that's watching me know I don't care about none of that fake ass bougie ass shit. Everybody went to the bathroom, nigga, and the nigga holding on to, ooh, shit, ooh, it's ugly cold tin, hey, bring some toilet paper in here, man. Especially when you get sick. Oh my God, that shit just flowing out like water. All right. They said, Nina boy, stop the comedy shit. You're not that funny, cuz. I'm going to leave it alone. All right, so look, let's get back into the reaction. Now, let's bust this shit down. Like, oh, hey, nephew, lock that motherfucker. So now we finna start getting into why people think Diddy has something to do with Tupac's murder. You understand me? Hey, shout out to everybody who appreciate my sense of humor. It's normal, it's regular. I try to hold that shit back because I send a lot of DMs, bro. You're nasty. I'm just real. I'm the realest nigga. Hey, I'm the realest nigga I know. I don't know all these little fake ass motherfuckers that want to be perfect and shit. Look, I brush my teeth 1,000 times a day, shower 4 times a day. I go to the gym once a day. I'm probably one of the most cleanest niggas you ever go see. But the reality is this. A lot of you niggas that y'all be in the comments with, them niggas barely brush their teeth in the morning. I'm talking about they don't brush their teeth in the morning. Just look at their teeth. That's it. Look at the butter on their teeth. I'm fucking around now, man. Let's get to this reaction, though. I'm going to show y'all why everybody feel like Puffy had something to do with Tupac's murder. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
After we'd already been involved. He died long after the fact.
After that.
Yeah, he just died a few years ago.
Who was he about to have a meeting with that he was, and then something happened where he had a heart attack right before that?
He was over at the homicide unit of the LA County Sheriffs, and the LA County Sheriffs was at that time in charge of the investigation of Suge Knight when he ran over and killed this guy, Terry Carter. It's a completely unrelated event, but the LA County Sheriff's Department is pursuing him as a murder suspect for running this guy over. And Russell Poole says, hey, I've got this idea. Let's cut Suge Knight a deal on this murder in order to get him to cooperate about the things he knows regarding these 2 murders. During that meeting, the investigators are kind of looking at him cross-eyed. All these years had gone by. He comes out of the woodwork. He's been suffering from a whole bunch of, personal problems, and he basically just collapsed and dies right there at the table.
It's purely a conspiracy when people try to connect it with any other events.
Oh yeah,
no, it's just a conspiracy. Nothing happened. He died from a heart attack.
Died from a heart attack.
Got it.
Tons of stress for years.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. This it's the world filled with stress. So, yeah. You explained the situation perfectly well. Now, what do you do next?
So as we get involved, we're going to treat all these theories as if they're true, and then through a process of elimination, come up to the one that we can't disprove, and that's the most viable theory, and then we're going to try to corroborate that. So as we're looking into this, we know about all the conflict that's taken place between these crews, between Bad Boy and Death Row and Pac and Big, and of course the gangs. So we ultimately want to corner this guy because we knew that he was he's a known gang member from Compton. We know he was in Las Vegas at the time of Tupac shooting, and we know that he was at the Peterson Auto Museum the night that Biggie was killed. So he's a person of extreme interest. Up to this point,
a lot of y'all didn't know that. So the night that Biggie got killed, Keefe D was there. They already got. Hey, listen, this is not even alleged. This is why y'all gotta pay attention to the game. They not only did Keefe D go on this rampage and this hiatus talking about, Orlando Anderson and everybody that was in the car that had something to do with killing Tupac, but Keefe D was at the party the night that Biggie died. This is when Gene Deal comes in. Gene Deal got word that them niggas came up there to kill Biggie. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe Keefe D killed Biggie. No, it didn't go down like that. But at the same time, Gene Deal is a very instrument. He's the only one that's actually still alive when we go down this rabbit hole. Everybody's in jail. Everybody. The only one, knight in shining armor, the saber, the Captain Saber nigga, Gene, I know that you my nigga, boy, but nigga, you tried to tell these niggas and they didn't listen to your motherfucking ass. And look what happened. Everybody is in jail and everybody's dead. Everybody has something to do with Tupac and Biggie case that's even dead or in jail. Everybody. Diddy was the last one. Keefe D been in jail. Suge Knight been in jail for a little while now. Suge Knight don't get out of prison. Well, he's not eligible for parole until 2034. That's 9 years from now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can see it right, but you know what I'm saying? 9 years from now. But if y'all pay attention to this game, bro, everybody is gone. Everybody. Only one that can really tell this story, Greg Caden, Kevin Mackey, all of these dudes are in Chris Carls, everybody. I mean, no, Chris Carls is dead, but majority of them people are dead. Now it's a fight for survival. Keefe D, 60 years old. Suge Knight, 59 years old. You mean to tell me that these niggas not gonna start talking to lock? If all it takes is to get a pardon, clemency, or immunity to put everything on Diddy, you think they're not gonna put everything on Diddy to get up out of jail? Stop lying, bro. Don't trust nobody, bro. Stay by your lonely, because these dudes will sell you out to say they on sell. Let's go.
In time, he'd been interviewed and says he doesn't really know anything, and kind of gives throws a bunch of curveballs at us. So we know that he's not going to sit down and just be transparent and open with us after all these years. We develop an airtight drug case against him because we're aware of the fact he's got a known history of dealing drugs, and particularly to this guy in New York. And we put an ironclad case against him, approach him, and say, here's the deal, Keefe D. We have questions about these murders. If you don't cooperate, you're going to prison for the rest of your life, and so are several members of your family who are caught up in your drug organization.
Straight betting beats parlays every single time. Now let's face the truth here. Those parlays you are placing.
He confesses to his involvement in the murder of Tupac Shakur in Las Vegas in 1996. He tells us that his nephew, Orlando Anderson, was in the same car with him, which was the white Cadillac. Mm-hmm. And they had gotten into the fight, obviously, between Tupac and Orlando. And now they're going to go and retaliate at the club where they know that Tupac and Suge are going to be. And they go over to the club and hunt down Tupac. And prior to that, they meet with this guy in Las Vegas who happens to be Biggie Small's godfather. He's a close friend of Puffy. He's out in Las Vegas. He's aware of all this conflict going on. He's aware of the shooting of Tupac. And so he gives him a gun in Las Vegas. And then they set out, along with another guy named Corey Edwards and 5 or 6 other members of the Southside Crips, and they go on the hunt for Tupac and Suge Knight. Ultimately, they run into him on the strip, just off the strip, actually. And at the intersection of Flamingo and Koval, the Cadillac pulls up. He gives him the gun. He leans out and shoots and ultimately kills Tupac Shakur.
And in the car, he is sitting in the front passenger. Terrence Brown, T. Brown, is the driver. He had, I think, his mother-in-law rented the car, the Cadillac. And apparently, Keefe D, every time he would go out, he would always rent a car. Mm-hmm. And then in the back is Orlando right behind Keefe D. And then DeAndre sitting on this side. He first gives the gun to DeAndre because the car is on this side. DeAndre says no. Mm-hmm. Then Orlando says, give it to me. He turns around and he shoots, gets him. So that's pretty much the event that takes place. And a lot of it was the attention because the girls were hollering, hey, Tupac, mm-hmm. Hey, Suge. And they figured out they're them. They made a U-turn to go get him, right?
That's right. Yep.
So where do we go from here?
So now,
by the way, he looks like Cuba Gooding Jr. from American Gangster, not Frank Lucas, but the guy that Frank Lucas was going up against, who was making Blue Magic and spicing it up and selling it for a cheaper price. Anyway, so just an interesting guy. So
not too far off. He's a known, was a well-known established drug dealer in Harlem for years. He was getting a grip of dope from Keefe D out here on the West Coast. Anyways, he died a few years ago of cancer, natural causes, but he was a co-conspirator in this murder, associated with these guys. And then, of course, these are your 2 primary suspects. He provides the gun and the direction, and he follows it and does the shooting. So now we have a confessing co-conspirator in the murder, which is huge for us investigatively. We've got testimonial evidence to support this theory, and he tells us things that he could not have known had he not been actually at the scene at the time of the murder. So we corroborate what he says, and you validate it. So now we have, for all intent and purposes, solved this murder. So now we still got our other objective, which is to figure out what happened to Biggie. So we take the same investigative approach, and we know that Suge has got a girlfriend. We've given her an alias of Teresa Swan, and that she's complicit in a whole bunch of kind of white-collar crimes, fraud, forgery, and that type of things.
Has she ever done time or gotten caught, or no?
She's been to jail.
Okay.
So she had
she has a record.
She has a record. Okay. And she's got a history. She was his bad girl. Suge had a lot of women in his life. This happened to be the one that he could count on to do something that the other girls may not be willing to do. So we basically find out that she's involved in a bunch of fraud related to automobile purchases. We do the same thing with her that we did to him. We approach her and tell her, listen, we've got a case against you. We're not only going to send you to jail, but we're going to have your young children.
Now, just going back in time and looking at the infrastructure, right? Let me ask y'all some questions, homie. This is why I say, you know, and this is ain't even on no funny shit, man. Don't let these niggas trick y'all out the streets. If y'all seeing the investigation tactics of what they was doing in the 90s, right? They have just now launched hold on, what is it called? It's called a live watch center, where now they have hub stations where they have cameras that can watch certain cities areas, and it's a live feed where if you committing crimes in those areas, they got you. You pull up on that block, do a drive-by, they got you. Tesla just started their new robots that's going to be entering people's homes for 20 to 30,000 by 2025. The Olympics is coming 2028. Do y'all realize that it's, man, bro, any nigga that's showing their face on camera talking about, yeah, nigga, hey, nigga, F my ops, nigga, we knocking everything down. Nigga, they're recording all of this data and they go come look for you. If you got a criminal record, homie, they coming for you. It's not about being gangster no more. It's about how smart are you. If you go commit a crime, if you go do some gangster shit, make no doubt about it, it would not be feasible for you to get on camera and prove that you're a tough nigga. It don't. It's the game is 60% mental, 40% physical, bro. It's your mental that's gonna get you to the next level. Who give a fuck that you done beat up 20 niggas and you broke? It's only the broke niggas that go to jail that gotta get a public defender. The niggas with money got a lawyer. And then the niggas that got money, they get up out of jail because they stacked enough money to fight their case. This is when the rumors come from the broke. Do y'all realize it's always the broke niggas saying that the niggas with money is telling? Nigga telling how he get out of jail. That nigga just gave his lawyer $150,000 on this little weak ass charge that y'all got. They never got fingerprints on him or you, but you got a public defender. They got your shoe size. You a size 13. They got your shoe size. That nigga probably a size 7. He got a lawyer that can fight and know that's gonna give him $150,000 worth of defense pertaining to you got this little free ass lawyer right here. That's why a lot of these niggas get caught up out here, bro. These niggas is not telling. Every nigga's not telling. It's just the fact that this nigga got money and this nigga don't. It's when you're dealing with the black top and you a street operator, it's about the haves and the have-nots. Everybody know, nigga, if you getting money out here, you don't trick your money on no fucking female. You make sure you got your lawyer money put up first. Then you want to take these sexy, beautiful women to wherever you want to take them to, if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not gonna give no bitch no $20,000 for a purse. I'm gonna go give this bitch a business. I'd rather go give you a business before I give you a $20,000 bag. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm gonna be partner on that business. That's how you you gotta think before you blink, homie. A lot of you niggas is out here. Oh man, but I heard $10,000 ring of 10. Hey, let's go start you a small business over here. I would definitely, hell yeah. Because I'm a good investment. If a motherfucking woman invest in me, oh man, you got the world. Because I'm gonna invest in you too. It ain't gonna be no one side shit over here. Fuck a purse, right? Fuck a purse. Let's go get your ass. Let's go start that business idea that you want to start. Yeah, I'm with it. And matter of fact, I'm gonna get out there and help you do it. You see what I'm saying? I ain't just go fund it. I'm gonna be active with you. I'm gonna help you with it. I'm not doing no sucker shit. A lot of you niggas, see, it's always the ugly niggas talking about, man, you gotta buy that girl the diamonds. Yeah, all right. Ladies, go get them ugly niggas and get the materialistic out of them niggas. Cause a nigga like me, you ain't getting shit but some business and some big dick. That's what you're getting from me. You ain't getting all of that shit. And when we fly, we not flying first class, bitch. We can do economy. We can do Delta and Southwest and all that shit. That's what you're getting from me. I'm gonna help you start a business. I wish the fuck I would go take a motherfucking broad to a motherfucking store and spend nigga $18,000 on a purse and then go spend $30,000 on her motherfucking jewelry so she can run off to the next nigga and man, fuck out of here, man. Because if you want to help me, come help me start my business. I'm looking for sponsors right now. I'm not even lying. I got multiple businesses. I have manufacturers I have to pay and shit. Come help. Come invest in me so we can get this shit together. Let's go get some money together, because all that holding hands and kicking can shit, that shit is for the birds, man. Let's get it. And go.
Put into foster care, and your world's going to take a big 180 if you don't tell us what you know. She ultimately breaks down, confesses that after the murder of Tupac Shakur, Suge's at the county jail. She goes and meets with him. Suge says, listen, I want Biggie killed. I want you to go ahead and get a hold of my boy Poochie from the neighborhood. He knows Poochie's a known shooter, and he agrees to pay her $25,000, half of which she gives to Poochie, and they conspire to do the murder. So on the night of Biggie Small's murder at the Peterson Auto Museum, she goes to the party. He lies in wait outside in a dark-colored Impala that Suge Knight had purchased for him. And as Biggie Smalls and the entourage are leaving, he just simply pulls up alongside, starts to shoot, hits the big man, who dies on the way to the hospital.
So this was validated by Teresa Swan, whatever name you gave her, was validated by her.
Correct.
Right? Okay. And based on another interview with Reggie Wright, he always saw them, but away from everybody talking. It was almost like it wasn't a public relationship. It was more like a private relationship they had. Friendship.
Right. When you look back at the activities around Death Row, and specifically Suge Knight and his entourage of gang members, they were always out front and center. That was the image that Suge Knight wanted for his record company. Reggie Wright explained to us that the relationship with Poochie was something completely different. Poochie would stay in the cut. Poochie and Suge would always go off on their own to have private conversations. We knew he was already wanted for at least one murder. And so he was the kind of guy that you would go to if you needed something like that done.
Is it fair to say that on this list of all these faces, the toughest guys on this list, he would be one of them?
These are your killers.
Okay.
Right here.
Got it.
Right. These are your CEOs in a shot caller.
Got it.
But these guys, at the top of the food chain, and because this whole thing never got dealt with responsibly, these two guys suffer the consequences.
Got it. So what happens next? So now Poochie's it. You guys make a letter that, hey, he testified and he's already told us right before he died. And even on the letter, you put the date of the letter was April 1st, 1998, meaning April Fool's.
Yeah, I think we were just trying to be a little bit too clever, but ultimately it worked. She reads the letter that's a ruse. It's a fictitious confession letter that was signed by him and given to an attorney before he was shot and killed in 2002.
On a motorcycle.
On a motorcycle, driving up the street. Most of these guys have all, expired. So we show her the letter. She says, wow, that's exactly what happened. We tell her, well, why don't you tell us what happened in your words? She explains her solicitation with Suge Knight and how he had paid her and how he had told her to get a hold of him and commit the murder. So we corroborated her statements, and now, for all intent and purposes, effectively have solved both these murders because we have.
Get 2 5-gallon water bottles of your choice, plus a 24-case of half-liter alkaline water bottles, all for
corroborated co-conspirators that are confessing. So that's where we go to the department. We say, listen, we've got all the goods. The department then has their attorney.
All right, so I'm gonna just say this too. Hey, Reggie White, don't think I ain't on your ass, homie. I'm finna get back on you, cause we know how you testify, bro. Matter of fact, Reggie is going to testify on the Keefe D Tupac murder case. He's going to testify on the behalf of. Watch what I say. He's sitting behind Bomb First. Shout out to Bomb First. No disrespect to them, but Reggie, bro, I got too deep, and you started trying to send them people towards my way, homie. You tried to fuck with me, I know what you tried to do, homie. But it didn't work. I'm still cracking. I'm still up. Yeah, nigga, I'm on your helmet, nigga. So, nigga, we finna tune in, and I believe in exposing snitches. Reggie is a ex-cop turned fake gangster turned snitch. You see what I'm saying? He play a lot in this shit. He did all the shit dirty work. You see what I'm saying? He the one that helped get rid of the gun that killed Tupac. So when we look at this shit, man, all them people that's on the scoreboard right now, from the shot callers, the killers, and the CEOs, man, this shit get real deep, man. The rabbit hole go real big, man. It's long. Diddy, man, all of this shit, man. Everybody is going down. I'm telling you, homie. They're gonna wipe out like history, like the Oklahoma City bombing. You see what I'm saying? How we had banks, how we had our own infrastructure. They're gonna wipe all of our existing down, and they're gonna come with a whole new mantra, and it's gonna be as if none of the shit that we went through ever existed. Let's go.
Attorneys reach out to Valletta Wallace in the estate and say, listen, we've got new information in the case. It undermines and refutes your civil case. You can continue to pursue that and spend money, but this is where we're going with it. Valletta Wallace, an attorney, at that hearing that, they decide that they're going to retract their lawsuit. It's dismissed, and the whole case.
$400 million.
Whole case.
Never happened.
Whole case goes away.
You've said that you believe behind all of this is Puffy. You've said this yourself with $1 million, whether it was $1 million, whether it wasn't $500,000. Tell us a little bit about that.
What I believe happened with Puffy was that, again, I don't think he wanted this conflict to get worse than it already was. And if he could figure out a way to quell that, he would. In fact, we have a statement saying that Puffy had reached out to the members of the Nation of Islam to approach Suge Knight and say, hey, let's have a peace treaty. Let's squash this thing. But Suge wanted nothing to do with it. So he was trying to get out from under this imposing threat, knowing that Suge held him responsible for the murder of his friend. And whenever he would come to LA, he knew that Suge Knight was trying to hunt him down. We have a reported incident, an investigation where Suge Knight had accosted one of his associates at a Christmas party in Los Angeles, and they beat the living shit out of this guy. He almost lost his eye in an attempt for these guys to gain knowledge about where he lived in Los Angeles. So he undoubtedly becomes aware of the fact that these guys are actively hunting me down. They're kidnapping, assaulting people. My life's definitely in harm's way. And so I think that out of that desperation and fear, he turned to the streets and said, can you guys kind of handle this for me? Because he knew that if you're going to deal with these gang members, then the best thing to do is get their natural enemies to do the work for you.
And is that the $1 million? $1 million was on the...
According to Keefe D, he says there was a kind of a loose conversations at Greenblatt's up on Sunset in which Puffy allegedly tells Keefe D, listen, I'm gonna whatever it takes to get these guys off my back. I need you to take care of them.
Oh, hey, y'all don't even. Hey, listen. I know a lot of y'all don't really catch this shit, but when y'all look at this game, you got to look at how lucky it is that Keefe D never got the money. Because just imagine, because Keefe D never got the money. Zip Martin, Diddy gave Zip Martin the money, and nigga, he booked that nigga. He did some Rico and Money Mitch type of shit. Nigga, you gave that boy a check for $1 million, and guess what? Nigga, Zip ran off with the bread. Never gave Keefe D the money. But just imagine if Keefe D would have got that money. Puffy would have been in jail. Murder for hire. You gotta understand. So Diddy dodged that bullet. You see what I'm saying? But now that they're looking at it, they still can hit him with conspiracy, with attempt, all of these different things. The laws have changed. Diddy would have been in jail if Keefe D would have got that money. I promise you, murder for hire without a doubt. Nigga, not, F all these other little sex charges, but murder, that's life. You got to understand. See, y'all realize that everybody know that Keefe D snitched. He testified. You see what I'm saying? He got immunity. He did all of this crazy ass shit. But he had a statute of limitation on his immunity. And once that time passed by, they double backed and refiled on him. That's why Keefe D is in jail for a murder that he didn't do. He didn't kill Tupac, but he's sitting in jail for it because he was in the car. Look, You didn't read, you know what I'm saying, that paperwork. When you decided to snitch and give up that information to the FBI and all that shit, you didn't realize that it was a time limit, that you only had that clemency or immunity, whatever it was. Most people, when they get immunity, it's not for life. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes they can double back and refile if they need you on some other shit and you don't want to cooperate. The moment that you break that shit, that's why I tell people, make sure you read information. Stop letting somebody elaborate what that document said, what that doc say. They say, oh, this doc mean this, that, and the third. Oh, okay, and let me sign it. Now look at that shit, homie. Because 9 out of 10, they know that the average gang banger, the gangster dope dealer, you niggas is not reading books. You're not as smart as you think you is. You only street smart. But when we're dealing with that paperwork, homie, you dudes don't know how to respond. You don't know how to comprehend information. And that's probably why a lot of people that's, oh, that nigga a real nigga, oh, he a shooter, he a gangster. He's going to be dead. He's going to fail. He's not going to succeed because you don't know how to comprehend, man. A lot of the comprehension skills that you learn from the streets, you have to apply that shit to the books. You got to read that shit. But everybody crossed Keefe D. That's why Keefe D is a snitch, right? Keefe D snitched. Suge Knight snitched. Puff Daddy's going to snitch. All of these people are going to snitch. Make no doubt about it. This is not about being a gangster. This is about surviving. And you look at the age range. I just told you, Suge Knight is 59 years old right now. Keefe D, 61, 62 years old. You're not the same gangster you was from the 90s. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you was probably hard. You was tough. You was a gangster. You was with it. You was probably out there like, oh, that nigga a snitch, take care of him. But once you get to 60 years old, I don't know too many 60-year-olds that's out here talking about, man, I'm going to die real. Hell nah, nigga, you don't got no money. You got heart problems. You got bills. Your wife's saying we're about to be homeless. I'm pretty sure a lot of you niggas out here that's playing this game, the long range will snitch because you don't know the aftermath of your life. That's why I say watch these people on the scoreboard, because if we go down this rabbit hole, this shit finna get deep. Let's go.
He says we wanted $1 million. Diddy's like, whatever. But again, I have to couch that with the understanding that he was in fear for his life.
I fully get that.
Yeah,
I fully get that. So, but the $1 million is from him, but you don't know really if it's $1 million or it's $500,000. Because
I think it's just boastful talking.
Okay, got it.
You know, it's like if I see a really nice car that I like to purchase from you, and I just, man, I'll give you $1 million for that.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of like loose.
So how about the part where Zip gives him the gun? He says, listen, right now's the time to do it. Everyone's in town. Go to 662. Mm-hmm. Here's the gun that I have. He leaves it to him with the car.
Right.
He gives him the gun. And then afterwards, when they talk on a call, he says, was that us? And they're on the call together listening, and Zip says, yes, that was us.
Keefe says, yes, that was us.
Yes, that was us.
Yeah.
Keefe says that was us. And then he says, we'll take care. Zip says, we'll take care of the money. 6 weeks later, he's not getting the money. And, you know, he's finding out maybe he didn't get paid. And then afterwards, he meets with an associate of P. Diddy, Puffy, saying, yeah, we did pay, but Zip kept it. And then when they met, is that all been verified that maybe he did keep the money or they did not pay?
We don't have anything to validate other than his claim.
Got it.
He's claiming that he had people that were closely associated with Eric, that with Zip, that told him, hey, Puffy paid $500,000 and Zip kept the money. So that's his claim. We do know that these two people do exist and that they were associated with him, but those people have never verified that. So that unpaid debt is.
Hey, appreciate. All right, good looking. Hey, TJ, salute, gang.
So why were you removed from the case in 2009, or a year before your retirement? Why did they? I mean, obviously the show is called Unsolved, right, on Netflix. Why was it like, listen, you're going a little too deep with this. Stop what you're doing. We're gonna remove you and go a different direction.
For the LAPD, once we bring them the confession of Keefe D, their attitude is like, okay, well, that's Las Vegas's case. Pass all the information you have on Tupac's murder to Las Vegas. Let them deal with Keefe D. Let them follow up and handle their own murder case. With Biggie's case, now the LAPD is out from under this massive lawsuit. They're breathing a sigh of relief. They've just spent millions of dollars conducting this investigation.
All right, so now I can't even tell y'all how crucial this is, because now Tupac estate, they hired an investigator to prove that Diddy had something to do with Tupac's murder. Not only is Tupac's estate is looking into the murder of Diddy, murder for hire, but Christopher Wallace, Biggie's mama, opened up an investigation as well. Everybody is coming from all angles. Man, I'm talking about, nigga, they finna run circles around Diddy. You see what I'm saying? You got to realize Diddy. All right, so if y'all don't remember, right, it was a rumor that Diddy was bragging about how he made somebody butt bleed. So it's some niggas up in Rikers Island, man. Hey, listen, that's probably go attack that man rectum. You see what I'm saying? And it's, to me, it's unprecedented. But hey, if somebody run up in Diddy's rectum, homie, hey, he got what he deserved. You was out there using your money, and they say he was clapping Meek Mills allegedly. You see what I'm saying? All of that shit. I don't discriminate, because if you niggas like chili on your hot dog and shit, you like chili. That's a dumpster. That's a toxic waste back there. It is not for men to be taking no, whatever. So Diddy, allegedly, homie, you better get your. We ain't never seen Diddy fight. Diddy ain't never been confrontational. Never been confrontational. He was very disrespectful and verbally aggressive, but yeah, homie, it's all bad. Biohazard. Yeah, cuz it's ugly, man. It's just ugly for Diddy. It's ugly for that boy. I couldn't even imagine Diddy doing. I'm pretty sure he's like, man, I don't know if I want to. It's possible he's thinking about unaliving himself. Why? Because of the fact that he's never been in jail. You wait. Diddy is 50-some years old. You wait till you 50 years old to catch a case. That's the wrong way to go out. You don't want to go out and die in jail. You know what I'm saying? At 50. At 50, you better already turn 50 in there, bro. That's why I be telling a lot of niggas, man, like a lot of youngsters, when y'all go to jail, homie, the age you 18, and then you in jail at 49. You're not going to be the same 18, have the same mentality that you was when you first started and went to jail. I know I ain't the same nigga I was, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is in the 40s now. I'm not the same 20-year-old nigga. I wouldn't dare think about putting myself in a situation where, nigga, I go walk, man, I'm about to go walk down 15 years. Man, who gonna pay these bills when I'm gone? You see what I'm saying? Who gonna pay these bills when I'm gone? I'm not coming back home to nothing. I ain't one of you niggas that be gotta get on your knees, baby girl. Let me come stay with you, baby girl. Yeah, I've been having my own shit for so long. I can't even tell you what it's like for a female to tell me to get the fuck up out the house. I don't know what that's like. It's been so long that nigga, that would make me get on my shit, to be honest with you. When you young, if you ever had a woman tell you to get the fuck up out their house, that's the worst feeling you could ever have. Nigga, you got the cable bill in your name. You paying all the bills and shit, and you still gotta go. That will make a real nigga get up on his job. Nigga, get your shit together. A lot of these dudes, and no disrespect to you, if you're living with your girlfriend, that's cool, nigga. 9 out of 10, she tired of you. I'm gonna just tell you why. She's tired, nigga. She want to come stay with you. She tired of everything being in her name, and when bills get fucked up, she gotta fuck her credit up. Nigga, she ready to come fuck your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I don't work over here. You know what I'm saying? But, niggas got to get that shit together, homie. Straight up. Let's go.
With wiretaps and narcotics buys and all of this, it was a large operation. And at that point in time, they realized prosecution-wise, it's going to be very, very difficult to take the remaining co-conspirators, which at that time really consisted of Keefe D, Eric Martin, and Diddy, and prosecute these guys based on the sole testimony of a convicted drug-dealing gang member. So they realized that it's going to be very, very tough to prosecute these people. We've spent enough time and energy on this. Greg, you're going to get reassigned back to cold case homicides. Everybody else go back to your respective agencies. and they just
That's it.
yeah.
But it's nothing bigger than that. It wasn't like, hey, let's try to find out more. This is going to get us in trouble. We don't want to get more negativity behind it. Or maybe even some cops internally are trying to protect some people that are living. Any of those things could be possibilities, or no?
Not for me.
Okay.
Not at all. I think it's just simply they were kind of indifferent about it. Like, hey, Valletta Wallace sued us. We spent a lot of money trying to defend this lawsuit. We've spent a whole lot of money trying to pursue the truth. We found that, and now we're just going to let sleeping dogs lie because we can't prosecute the case. You know, for all intent and purposes, it's not practical with Biggie's murder. And so, you know, you've got an ex-girlfriend who's known to commit perjury, and she's going to take the stand and be the sole witness against Suge Knight, saying that because this guy's dead, remember? And so now you've got this, you know, relationship between the two, and she's the only person you can put on the stand to, you know, point the finger at him. It's just not going to work out in court. And same thing with Tupac's murder. You know, these guys just don't have any credibility insofar as getting on the stand and testifying because of their backgrounds and their previous, you know, convictions and status as gang members and established perjurers. It's just complicated. And so
even though you have this much evidence, it's still complicated. I mean, what that then tells a person watching, how are they protected at this point that you know this happened? You're not talking about a small brand. This guy was growing at a level that was pretty wild. And you're not talking about, I'm not even talking here. I'm specifically staying here with the talent. They're the ones that's making the money.
Right.
They're the ones creating the opportunity, but they're the ones that are doing the talent. Isn't there a reason to want to go really find out the truth for not only fans, families, people involved, businesses involved with them? Isn't there a reason to even go deeper with that?
Well, for us, there's a saying in investigative circles, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And knowing what happened is one thing, but then going to court and successfully prosecuting people to bring them justice, that's a different thing. It's just a different, ball to juggle. And so we know what happened conclusively with all confidence. And so that is the reason why I speak about the case and why I wrote the book about the case, is because I believe the public should at least be informed as to what took place in the investigation, what evidence we developed, and how this all fits together. But as far as prosecuting people and getting judicial justice in these cases, it's never going to happen.
That's done.
Yep. The best thing we could have done, rest in peace, Afeni Shakur. The best thing we could have done was at least let the family and their friends know what happened. And many of those people have given us their feedback saying, we've always known that was the truth.
Who the family and friends have told you?
Oh, absolutely.
We've always known that to be the truth.
Yeah, many of them.
Man, them niggas, everybody telling, gang. Everybody, man, listen, bro. Hey, I hope y'all don't, listen, homie. Y'all niggas want loyalty, you got to pay for that. That's why I say I don't trust nobody, bro. I don't care where you from, how long I know you. I don't trust nothing, bro. These niggas been singing like Jodeci since the 90s. These niggas been telling since the 90s, bro. You see what I'm saying? What make you think some of these dudes is solid? It's 2024. Make no doubt about it. I don't care if you a gangster, nigga. You got a dick with a switch on it. You got a Glock, nigga, with some rocks on it. I don't care. If a nigga get caught on, you better believe that some of these dudes will tell on you to save their own ass. I don't care how you cut that, nigga. They ain't been battle tested, homie. They have not been. It's not like the 90s. In the 90s, we didn't have caller ID. Like I was telling y'all last time, only reason why your daddy didn't grow up in the house with you is because of caller ID. She talking about Keisha. Who is Keisha? Hey, baby, I don't know no Keisha. It say Keisha on the caller ID. Let me call it back. Who is it? Is Tyrone over there? What you know? How you know Tyrone? You know how petty women is. Oh, Tyrone was hitting this shit all last night. Man, that bitch over there lying, baby. Man, I ain't fucking no bitch named Keisha, man. That bitch lying, man. I'm telling you, homie. And guess what? The government said, hey, I will give you government assistance. I'll put you in a Section 8 apartment, and I will give you food stamps long as that nigga not inside the house. I'm telling you, when caller ID hit, man, Nigga, hey, Section 8 and food stamps. How many kids you got? Oh, I got 3 kids by this nigga. That's $1,000. And you'll give me an apartment for $250? Tyrone, man, what about my kids? I'm trying to be with my kids. That's all right. I'll be the mama and the daddy, nigga. Them kids ain't gonna miss you. A mama's love is all a baby need. And that's probably why a lot of fathers didn't grow up in the household, because you got to look at life right now in today's society. A woman, daddy's maybe, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Let's be clear. Men ain't been in the house in over 30-some years. So when it comes down to a woman saying, oh, a real man supposed to be this, man, shut up. Nigga, your mama didn't even have a real man in the household. How you know what a real man? Now I got to get on the lady's head. A real man is you didn't even grow up with a real man in the household. Nigga, your mama was single your whole 18 years. Don't talk about what a real man supposed to do. You didn't grow up with a real man. Let's be honest. Now, I got to get on some of you motherfucking bras here too. You did not grow up with a real man. Shout out to the women who grew up with a real father in the house, because they would never put their hands on a man, because back in the day, you know, the daddy didn't play with the kids like that. You know, Pawpaw and them, he didn't play no game. Hey, go play with yourself, little nigga. I don't play with no kids, man. Hey, don't mean. Come get this little nigga. Go walk the nigga around. Take him ride his bike. Little nigga want to play games and shit. I don't play with no little kids, man. And this is your daddy. Nigga talking to you like he don't even know you and shit. Look, you never seen your grandpa play with your grandmother. Nah, hey, Esther. Hey, baby, go bring me some of that lemonade, man. She's like, did you lawn the mower? Did you mow the grass? I did that shit early this morning, lady. Hey, bring my lemonade. Grandpa didn't play with grandma. You didn't see the men play with women. You didn't see the men play with children. So all of this shit that's how you know when you know about some real men being in the household, because men didn't play games. You see what I'm saying? So all that, a real man is supposed to provide. Let me tell y'all something. Don't think that these men wanted to provide for a lot of these nothing-ass women. It was some nothing-ass women back in the day. They had to, because women couldn't work. Y'all forget all about that. Oh, I want a traditional nigga. If you can't read and write, you should not ask for a man to do anything for you, because you're not of value to him. And ladies, back me up. Back me up. I know the niggas with me. If you can't read and write, don't be talking about what a real man supposed to do is provide and shit, because if he fall off, how are you going to help the family? We dead weight. Let's get it.
When I spoke with his aunt, Gloria, and I told her about the book and explained what was in it, she said, that's very interesting. Thank you for all your time and effort. But we always knew that. So, and of course, we know that Afeni Shakur had sued Orlando Anderson after the shooting, claiming that he was the shooter.
How much after?
Almost, within a year.
Because he was going around at parties talking about, I'm the one that killed Tupac.
Yeah.
And Keefe said, why don't you stop talking? You're being too loud.
Yeah, he was boasting about it in the neighborhood. So it was not a well-kept secret. The people in the neighborhood, in their inner circle, they all knew that he was responsible for it. But again, it's very difficult to then get those people with any credibility up on the witness stand and prosecute successfully.
What are the chances of another thing? Like, do you think we're at a point right now, due to, again, social media, where to start another East Coast, West Coast type of stuff is pretty much mathematically impossible to do it today?
I do believe it is, just because of technology.
Sure.
Back when Tupac was shot in Las Vegas, there was no traffic cameras. Even the video that we see during the fight between these two at the MGM, it's so grainy, you can barely even make out images. So technology's come so far. You'd have cell phone videos, traffic cameras, all types of things that we could have utilized more effectively had we had that technology 20 years ago.
And it would have been easier and faster to figure out who it was.
Yeah,
if you had
absolutely.
All right, we're going to leave it right there, man. I got to keep going with the content, man. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on my second channel, man. I got to go live over there. I'm running all of my channels, man. So if y'all not subscribed to Nina Boy Hood Reactions or Nina Boy Reactions, go ahead, do me a solid. Miles, please leave it in the comment section after I end the live. I'm finna go live over there, but we finna thumb it up, man. We finna run through this content. And yeah, we back cracking, man. It's been a minute since I've been in it. I ain't been going live because I had to move. Well, I didn't have to move, but it was time to move. You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know, elevate and, you know, segregate and separate and all that type of shit, man. So, you know, new place, you know what I'm saying? New space, you know. Yeah, but make sure y'all follow me on my second channel, man. We finna run it up over there. Until then, man, I want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all pulling up, thugging with me. Y'all know how I get down, man, and I'll see y'all on the next video, gang. Let's go.